Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. And I just wanted to talk about the RV vent fan that I put in the man cave. Without this thing, life would be very uncomfortable. You can turn this thing on, crack a couple windows, you vent the hot air out of the vehicle and bring the cool air in. Talk about comfort at night when you're trying to sleep. You can crack these small windows. You just feel safe. You don't have to leave your windows down or anything. And all the hot air and condensation leave the van and the cool air comes in. And boy, what a great night's sleep. It's nice to have moving air when you're sleeping, especially cool air. Found it invaluable to have this RV vent fan. The saying in construction or any kind of trade usually is measure twice and cut once. And I didn't want to end up cutting into wires in the ceiling or underneath the steel beam. I definitely had to do some demolition on the inside, pull down the headliner and find out what was actually going on underneath, because I didn't want to measure once and then end up cutting in the wrong spot. Okay, so after you all measured and decided where you're going to cut, including your frame, when you mount the fan, I just wanted to make sure that it was nice and secure and not just screws going into sheet metal. I wanted them to go into something solid, so I installed a wood frame. So the next thing I did for my cutout is make a template out of cardboard out of the exact dimensions that the manufacturer called for. I went ahead and traced out the pattern. The pattern was on the roof of the van. I went ahead and drilled holes large enough for the blade to fit into so I could start my cuts. It's always a good idea to cover your eyes and your ears. Make sure you're wearing the proper protective gear. And in conjunction with my cutting, I went ahead and vacuumed up the metal chips to keep them out of my forearm or my hands. Okay, before I did my last cut, I made sure I put a piece of tape on the piece of metal so it didn't fall through the roof when I did my final cut. And when you're all finished, make sure you sand and prime the edges of your hole. So the next thing we did was drop the fan in the hole, screw it down, and put the sealant on the outside to keep it waterproof. The next video is all about power. We're going to talk about how we power the van and go over some of the techniques that I used to make it all happen. So I hope to see you in the next one.